the flag of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, independent, liberty and justice. Alex, roll call, please.
Start with our newest member, Ryan.
Here.
Libby,
Here.
Tanya,
Here.
Becky,
Here.
Fritz.
Present. I declare we have a quorum. Can I get somebody to make a motion to approve 12-19 minutes? Town hall meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of 12/19/2022 as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you. I sustain. I wasn't here.
And Ryan.
Okay, new business. Okay, this is where appointing of council offices. We need to elect a president and a vice president. Can I get a nomination for president?
Fritz.
Got a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Okay, the second is a vice president.
I nominate Tanya. I second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you. Okay, next one. We're appointment of redevelopment commission members. Council president. Oh, this is where we're going to take a motion that we just reelect. Can I get a motion just to reelect all of the
Yeah.
redevelopment council members?
I make a motion to reappoint the redevelopment commission members as they are for 2023.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you. All righty. Appointments of 2 members to the police commission. Council to consider a council member appointee. Can I get somebody to make a motion?
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Council to consider a civilian appointee to the town council. Now we have 3 people. We have Scott Meyer. We have Jeff Wyatt and Chris Sears.
I'm excusing from this. vote.
Yes.
Jeff is my husband.
I nominate Scott Meyer.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you. All righty. Let's go to the next business. Council to old business. Council to consider holding a second reading of ordinance number 2022-12 regarding tax amendments to the town's zoning ordinance. Who wants to tackle that one? Adam?
Tackle this
Okay.
one quickly. All right, for this particular item, if you recall, this was back in December for first reading of the ordinance. And from that point, the ordinance went to the Plan Commission in December. And there was a unanimously positive recommendation for all of the various minor modifications that were proposed to the zoning ordinance. So there's really no need, unless you want me to go into a whole lot of detail on it. But I would say probably the 3 biggest things that were modified had to do with accessory structures and pole barns, metal buildings, where they're allowed, where they're not allowed, what those setbacks need to be. Second item would be removal of the public art standards from the Broadway main design standards. And then the third item would be updating the allowed plant list in the town to use the latest guidance from various arborists on what species are considered to be invasive these days, as sometimes that list does change. But beyond that, if you have any specific questions, I can certainly address those for you. Thank you.
Any questions for Adam on the zoning? Thank you. Have you set up a meeting to do the other part, to look over to the?
Not yet, but we certainly will.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, we'll put that in paper.
Comprehensive plan.
Get that one going. Okay. Can I get a make a motion?
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2022-12. Is it just 12A? 12, what are we at?
12, no, oh,
Should be the last one of 2000.
I was wondering why Andy just doesn't fill that in.
You don't have it.
I just took all my papers out of my book, so I don't know which one it is.
Maybe Robert knows. He always does.
Well, this is leftover from last year, so.
Are you looking for it, Joe?
Yeah, I'm looking through my old agendas here to see if I've got it written down.
Oh, that would be this one back.
I got 12C.
12C.
Okay, I make a motion to approve ordinance number 2022-12C. An ordinance amending ordinance number 2020-1C regarding modifications to the Fortville zoning ordinance.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you. All right, man, we're zipping right through here. Joe, you're up.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I don't have much this evening. The only thing that I do have is the invoice that we got from NDOT. They usually like to receive payment within 30 days. It may not happen right at the 30 days, but this is the 20% of the project that we've signed up with them to do. If you'll notice here, the DES number 15, well, it's 1592447. The unit price is $292,568.57. That's the town's 20% of the project for the trails from Garden Street out to due west. So that is the 20% that we've committed to. The number down below there that I got marked for RDC, that's the Broadway corridor with the stellar funds that we've got for that project. And then the part of the stellar funds, that was an 80-20 as well. So the RDC committed up to 500,000 for that project. And theirs came in at $433,734.14. Obviously the RDC needs to approve that portion of it, but I just wanted to bring it before you folks tonight so you can give it your blessing and we can get this sent to NDOT just as soon as we get everybody's okay. They're supposed to award the contract and give notice to proceed, I think within 45 days of the time that they open bids. So.
Did we decide for putting it on our Visa or MasterCard?
Just debit card, I think.
I don't know that our credit's that good.
Points. Do I need to sign something?
Not on this particular document.
I just need to mark nothing.
No, just if you guys just approve it, just
Yeah.
vote on it.
Okay. Go ahead. Thank you.
I make a motion to approve payment of the invoice 74746 for the Indiana Department of Transportation.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we'll put that on the RDC agenda as well and get that in their minutes and get that mailed out to NDOT as soon as possible. Other than that, enjoy the weather today and tomorrow morning. I think it's supposed to start cooling down. And Ryan, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And that's all I've got.
Happy to be here.
And good, glad to have you.
I got a question. This cold weather. I had a lot of customers, they went on vacation, but forgot to turn their water off in the house. Is there a charge for customers to have their water turned off for 2 weeks and then turn back on?
$20,
How much?
$20.
$20.
It's in our rate ordinance.
And that's to turn on and off or?
It's just a one-time fee.
Okay,
We'll turn it
Maybe-
off and then it's $20.
maybe the next time we get cold, stretch like that, maybe we'll put it on the Fortville's Facebook.
Probably
and
in-
let Andy.
In the fall, we probably should put it out there for the snowbirds.
Yeah,
People
Yeah.
that-
a lot of the snowbirds know they do that.
Yeah,
I just automatically do it whenever I leave for 2 or 3 days. I'll turn the water off to my house, but I got a little shut off in my basement.
Yeah.
You
You don't have a shut off?
I do, but I don't know how to shut my water.
Pipes
so
then, yeah.
I've never done that.
You will once that one, but you ever get a frozen pipe?
Fritz, don't you have to drain all your pipes then?
You can let off a little pressure. It'll drain. You don't. have
Worst
to
case,
let-
that way, if you have a leak, it's not gonna destroy your house.
Yeah, it's not gonna destroy your house, but if you go out, just the low, your bathtub, just open it up, it'll drain enough water, to take pressure off the walls. Or down the basement, if you got a sink down there, open up, it'll drain the whole house.
Idea.
I
Okay.
don't know.
We've had a few water meters freeze up this last week when it got down real cold and guys did a good job out keeping them all thawed out and
Good.
or thawing them out, I guess, and getting people back in water.
Okay. Any questions for Joe? Adam,
Nothing for me other than the same thing. Just wanted to say congratulations to Ryan and welcome aboard. Looking forward to working with you. If there are any questions that you have, any development questions for anybody, more than happy to address those. Other than that,
I don't like where that
Thank you.
monitor's at. Sometimes I can't see you over there.
yeah, maybe I need a phone book.
Induce you up with a yellow page.
No, right? I don't know if they make phone books anymore, right?
I think they do. not big enough.
Yeah.
The phone,
Maybe a pillow.
He's not here. Does he have anything for us?
he will be here at the next meeting, but he didn't have anything tonight.
Patrick, come on out. We'll work on getting you a seat. Up here. Right there. Oh, that's Missy, sorry.
There's actually a turn on switch on the very bottom of it. It's red.
I can talk loud enough. That's the problem.
Yeah, we'll be able to hear you.
I was afraid for make sure everybody pick it up. There we go.
And Mr. Holland out in the.
Yeah. Let's see. First, Ryan, congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you to the street department. We were fortunate with all that ice and snow and all that. We only responded to one accident. And someone just slid into another lane and hit a car up there on Merrill.
Yeah, it's up
Down from. Good old Merrill.
Streets got.
Excuse me. But that's the only one we took through the whole
Well, good.
winter blast. So good job to them and thank you to them. It makes our job a little bit easier. I have a couple requests to pay some bills. First is our Caliber Public Safety, which is our CAD system and our reporting system, what goes through dispatch and then what our officers respond to and type up. It's a yearly bill that we pay. It is $10,707.78 this year. We were a little underfunded last year for it. Beth and I made those corrections and got with Caliber and it's budgeted for this year, but I need council approval to go ahead and pay that. It's due by the end of January. If you guys have
Make a
any
motion.
questions about it, or if you want to see the invoice, I have it here. You're welcome to it.
Might need it so she can read it off there.
Sure.
Uh,
And it basically pays for, I think, 21 licenses. Even though we don't have 21 people, if we add someone, we'll have those spare licenses and they don't charge a normal rate for unused licenses. They charge a cheaper rate for the licenses we're not currently using. And that's through the CAD system too, to keep track of all our calls through dispatch.
How many positions are on there that's not
4,
for?
yes, we have 17 current officers.
Okay.
And then I'm planning on putting on a reserve here pretty soon. And then a full-time, we're gonna start a process here in a little bit to backfill Derek Shelley's position. So that'll put me up to 19. So we'll have basically two open licenses, and we tend to put on some reserves throughout the year, and we tend to lose them and they go somewhere else after we train them. So
Okay, I make a motion to approve the invoice for Caliber Public Safety for $10,707.78.
Any a second?
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you.
all right, next up. So I've been talking to our ammunition representative, and prices are going up between 12 and 20%. Depending on the caliber of the grain weight, the volume of sales for the certain caliber, and what we need for training, what we need to send guys to the academy, and what we need to keep on hand for duty use. I asked him if I could lock in 2022 prices up through the end of January, hoping that you would go ahead and approve me making that purchase early this year, so we can save that 12 to 20%. Currently, a lot of our U.S. Manufactured ammunition is going over to Ukraine in the billions of amounts of rounds. Our distributor can't get anything from Fiocchi, Magtech, Seller and Bella, Aguila, Hornady, Remington, or Federal Ammunition. They've all sold out through 2023 for government contracts. So he has, he overstocked himself the end of this past year, just knowing that police departments get budgets at the beginning of the year. So I did go ahead and get a quote for ammunition for what we're going to need for the year, for all the training, for all the academy, everything like that. We did send Ben off to the academy yesterday. So that's for $11,000. I have a copy of that also, if you'd like to see it. It breaks down all the calibers and what we need and things like that. If I could get approval to go ahead and purchase that. That covers all of our duty ammo, our training ammo, our rifle ammo. And then any specialty, which is the LAP and the bonded. The bonded is better through windshields. Other rounds will go up and go down, which don't make them accurate. So if we have to shoot through a windshield, we use a bonded round. And then the LAP, and God forbid we ever have anybody with armor on, it's an armor piercing round.
Okay.
But ever since the Los Angeles bank shootout, departments have stocked that just because they don't want to have to get into that type of gunfight like they did in LAPD after that bank robbery.
Do you base these off of what you guys used last year? Is that what that is?
I added a little bit of the PMC 9mm 124 grain FMJ, which is a full metal jacket, which is our training rounds. And then the PMC 5.56 55 grain, which is a training round also. I'm going to move our firearms up from 2 times to 3 times a year. State minimum is 2 hours a year. I don't think that's enough, especially with that type of force being used. I think our guys need to train a little more often. And I've reached out to Noblesville. They have a Virtua. It's a 360-degree virtual, basically a shoot house. And John Mann, their chief up there, has asked us to come up, and he's going to train one of our guys to do that, so we can go up and use that and not have to spend the money on rounds. But it's more of a decision-making and de-escalation style training than it is an actual firearms training. So that's mandatory for now for 2023 through Indiana Law Enforcement Academy is a de-escalation training. They've added a week in the academy for that. So instead of 15 weeks, they're now going 16 weeks. So we're losing guys for 4 months now instead of 3.5, instead of 3. And I think I went when it was 2. That's showing my age, but
So is that part of the CIT training where it's talking about de-escalating?
it's not a full CIT class, but it is a de-escalation of, don't escalate situations by saying this and don't do this. And, if you don't have to use force, don't use force. type of things. We still send our officers to a CIT class, which is a full week-long course, but that gives us different avenues with our community partners to reach out and be able to help those people in need through CIT with our community partners here in Hancock County.
Okay.
Okay, I make an what do I make? I make a motion here to approve the invoice for Fields Outdoor Adventures for ammunition for 2023, $11,000.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Oppose? The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you. And then my last bit of money talk for the year, the big money talk, is our gym equipment. We're still currently in the process of getting all the quotes for that. We had one from Force USA. They would come out, they install it. That way, you know, we're not installing it. And if something breaks or falls on somebody and hurts somebody, we're not liable at that point. But their unit that we were looking at is sold out. So they said it's a 30 to 60 day restock time frame. So I'd say probably beginning of February, I'll come back once I have the full amount for all the gym equipment and make sure they can get to us and get it installed and make sure that we can get that up and functional without the liability of us trying to do it ourselves.
Okay.
Do you have the money in your budget for all this stuff?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, the ammo is separated out in one, the Caliber Interact is separated out in another fund. And then the gym equipment would be out of my equipment fund.
Okay.
But yeah, there's plenty of money in there and some left over for the rest of the year. It's just, I want to make sure if I can save some money now by locking in some of these prices that I do that.
Smart thinking.
So, other than that, I don't have anything.
Are you,
Unless you guys have questions.
are you are you interviewing people for your person back there?
Joe, I've sent Joe over my job description of what I want to kind of
Okay.
entail. He's looking at it, kind of throwing in all the EEOC information, making sure it matches the same style of job descriptions that we have for other positions in the town.
Mhm.
And then once I get that back, I'll make sure that we get that posted and get it advertised for that position and start taking resumes or applications.
Okay, and that's gonna be 20 hours a week or
25 hours a
25
week at
hours.
$20 an hour.
$20 an hour?
That's what the salary ordinance is listed as, yes.
Good.
Okay.
Do you know how you're gonna use them? Are you gonna use them 5 days a week, so many hours?
Probably a 4-day a week,
4 days?
6 hours a day.
Okay.
So we have some busy times, obviously Mondays for vehicle releases from over the weekend. We have those busy times. So I want somebody probably Monday through Thursday. And that gives us the opportunity to get them to get videos to the prosecutor's office, prepare vehicle releases, fingerprinting, all that type of stuff. Once Joe and I finish up with that, I can get that over to you guys for approval and let Alex take a look at it, make sure it meets everything we needed to meet. But I got it to him right before he got sick and right after I got sick. So we kind of been playing in between on that one. I was hoping to have it done before the beginning of the year, but it just wasn't in the books with him and I both being ill. So,
Okay, thank you.
any other questions?
Nope.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Alex, you have anything?
I don't. Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you. Any questions you have, I'll field them. I'm glad you swam back, Fritz.
Yeah.
How did you get back?
I swam up the coast past Tallahassee, came up the Savannah River and went through the Cumberland Pass. Just like the pioneers. Hit interstate, the National Road. Knightstown and right up here. I made it. Glad you guys didn't hear that. The photos, that's for sure. Okay, public comment. No public comment? I thought. Okay. Town council comments, Libby?
I just have a comment to commend our fire department on a speedy response to the fire on Main Street. Business owners actually had compliments about the fire department and what a great job they did. It was very well handled. So it's good. Really, really proud of them. We made a good decision there, guys.
What time did that fire occur?
11:31.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was curious.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And you just know that one here. Because you think it's store fire.
Huge.
Yeah, how long we call
Yeah, it could have been so bad. The Slattery family actually smelled the smoke and went out and were the first ones to find it. So
Wow.
thank goodness.
What was it that happened? What caused it?
They figure out, I don't know.
They don't know
Uh,
yet.
don't know.
They don't know.
We're still
They're
looking
under
into it.
investigation.
Investigating.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. Happy New Year.
Nothing.
Becky,
Nothing.
Brian?
No, sir.
Nope, I don't have any comment either. Can I get a motion to approve and sign vouchers?
I make a motion to approve and sign vouchers.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. And can I get a motion to adjourn?
A second.
7:20.
Tanya, got good. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Wow.
The ayes have it. Thank you. Oh.